Wakey, wakey, wakey. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Welcome everybody to the stream this evening. I don't know where we are, the 9th of June, possibly a Tuesday. I think I'm not quite sure. Losing the plot at the moment. Everything is all just running into each other. Tonight, we're doing a little bit of a repeat of last night with a little bit of a twist. We're not public. We're friends only. We're going to start with the Elantra, and it's going to be 15, not 10 laps. Then we're going to be heading into the Interlagos race. Then we're going to be going into the daily race B, in which case you can run this same race but in any car you want, any GR4 car. Then we'll give the Interlagos one last go. Hopefully that's going to take us up to about 11 o'clock. I do need to call it a night at 11 o'clock this evening because I was dead this morning. But we did do 2 hours of daily races this morning, which, well, this morning afternoon, 11 till 1 we did it. And I think we increased our DR by about 3,000 points, which was insane. A few people saying that I should grind it out and try and get up to bear me a second, try and get up to 8+. It's not going to happen this week, unfortunately. There is just too much for going on at the moment for me to be able to do that. If I can tomorrow, I'll try and do another couple of hours, but I've still got to find another 15,000 points. And even if I get a top 3 spot, I'm only getting 500 points. So it's a big ask. It's a big ask, and there's no way I'm still consider myself to be a high B, low A rank racer. So I still don't consider myself to be A+ worthy. But there we go. Right, let's put you on the big screen and you can watch Mikey going round at the moment. I just need to let everybody know that we will be starting the race at 10 past, and I will be starting at 10 past this evening, all being well. But it's my intention because obviously there is quite a lot to get through this evening. I can see that Orbulator and Orbulator UK, good evening to you, my friend. Thank you for popping in. William as well. William was brilliant earlier on. In one of my races, he held up everybody behind. He then had a brilliant race where he was going really well. And then I think possibly the last one I did, or the one before the last one, I was following Will's. The guy, he got up the inside of the guy that he was racing with, and the guy just came over and started bashing him. And Will's was brilliant, none of it. He just kept his head, kept his cool. I think that Will's then got either in front or behind, and the guy that was hitting him went wide into turn 1, and I'm afraid that Mitchell Morgan does what Mitchell Morgan never does. And I'm afraid it was like, you mess with my mate, you're going to mess with me. And I put him in the gravel. And it was a lovely, I mean, it was a proper little last man standing, just a very light little nudge, slide, slid him off. And that put paid to him. And then Wills and I were able then to just run. And I didn't get a penalty or anything. In fact, I did the move and I got a clean race bonus as well, which was a bit insane. I mean, I was not expecting to get a clean race bonus as well. So all in all, not a bad day's work. So whether I can come back and get another 3,000 points tomorrow, highly unlikely. A lot of it will depend on A, whether I start work early, B, how work is going, and then C, how I can get on in those races, because obviously that is the big question at the moment. It looks like there's a lot of people that are running daily race C this week, or there's not very many people running daily race B. Jack Kobe, I think, is top 20-ish in the world. Greg is just outside the top 100, and I'm sitting just inside, I think, the top 150. I was about 140th earlier on. Whether that has changed or not, I really do not know. So we are going to be racing here this evening, and we're going to be doing the Elantras at Branch Hatch Indy, 15 laps on the racing medium tyres. I fixed the tyres to get some close racing. Then we're any GR3 at Interlagos, 15 laps. Racing hard and racing medium, and both tyres need to be used. Any GR4 at Brands Hatch Indy, that will be a 10 lap sprint, so based on the daily race B this week on the racing hard tyres. And then we'll be finishing up in any GR3 around Interlagos for another 15 lap run. Who we're going to get in this evening, I don't know. As we can see on screen at the moment, Mad Mikey in that beautiful Red Bull livery. Somebody's done a stunning job on that car. It looks really, really, really nice. And we're just watching him rotating. Libya in the UPS car, very striking, with the sort of gold, yellow, brown and white livery. Again, somebody's done a beautiful job on that one. Just behind his wheels in the Tom Ingram car that he will be racing tomorrow in Holke's British Touring Car Championships. So Wheels has always driven that car beautifully. The Virtu car, really, really, very, very well turned out. Getting all my words muddled up because I'm getting so excited. I'm in Willie's PSR livery. Number one Pops is in a khaki green colour, and at the moment, unfortunately, that's looks like all of the racers that we have. So very, very light on racers. Just Wheels, Mad Mikey, me, Libiath, and number one Pops at the moment. I was hoping there'll be a few more people in for this one in prep for tomorrow. I mean, I can go public if people want, but for the moment, I'm quite happy to keep it private. In particular, this one, where people will be getting to grips with the Elantra. And one of the main reasons, Libya's just saying, I don't know how you race these. I just can't. That's one of the reasons why I'm doing this, because if people are racing in the daily race B this week, they will be very, very, very used to a certain handling car. And this is very, very different. You know, we've gone from four-wheel drive cars into these front-wheel drive cars, and massive oversteer. You've got front wheel, just the front of the car lifts, and then trying to get traction out of corners is interesting. Matt Evo, he's on his way for race one. Not a problem, mate. You've got a couple of minutes. No worries. We'll see you when you get in. But yeah, it's an interesting car, this, compared to what a lot of us are racing in the daily race B. And of course, I like the daily race B car because I like the G70, I like the Subaru, the four-wheel drive cars around here. This one, well, as I said to Holkey, I think it was yesterday, bit tongue-in-cheek, can I change my car for Wednesday? Obviously I can't, because it's all Elantra and we're all in a single mate race, and that's part of the challenge. But yeah, very, very, very different. And it will be interesting to see tomorrow who can switch from the daily race B to the BTCC, and maybe those that have been doing the BTCC. So where are we? Jack Kobe is just loading up now as well. So we've got a few people joining. I think I'm probably going to end up slipping it by 5 minutes, which will put me a little bit. I'll maybe cut down the practice times in between. So I'm just going to get out on track for a second or two, just so that I can get a measure of the tyres. Bearing in mind I've been doing four-wheel drive all for 2 hours this morning. This one will be totally different, and already in the gravel, just trying to get around the first corner and then just trying to get out of the gravel is just insanely difficult as well. I feel like I want about 20 kilos of ballast in the front of this car. It's just no grip whatsoever. The problem is I'm conditioned to how the Subaru runs, and then this is like night and day. Go around here, look. It's just wheel spin, wheel spin, wheel spin. As you go into the corners as well, there's just, it just drifts and drifts out wide. I really do not think I'm going to do very well in this at all tomorrow. Haven't actually seen the results from last week yet. I must check those out at some point and see where we are. I had a really good couple of first races, and then the last race, it was night, I was on the hard tyres and it was a bit of a nightmare. But how we're going to do in this one, I really haven't got a clue. I mean, these are on the medium tyres. Goodness only knows what the hard tyres are going to be like. Has anybody got an elephant for sale? I think I want to sit an elephant on my front bumper. Might actually give me some traction on the front. Crikey. Even in third gear, it's just drifting out really badly. Right, I'm going to go up 1:15. I better just let everybody know what I'm planning. Just while a couple of other guys in. So we've got Matt Evo is in. I've got Jack Kobe is just going to join us in a moment. So this is going to start at 10 past, and I'm just 15 quarter past. I'm just going to hope that that Jack is going to be in. Jack, yeah, I'm starting at 1/4 latest, my friend. I've held it back for 5 minutes for you and Matt, but I can't leave it any longer because otherwise I'm not going to get the schedule done. So I do need to get on. So 3 minutes, and he did say he was loading up, so I'm going to assume that he's going to be out there pretty soon. But yeah, really getting used to these tyres, and then what it's going to be like on the racing hards, I haven't got a foggiest idea. So slowing down or braking a lot earlier than I would in the Scooby or the G70. I don't know what sort of times people are doing. Wheels has done a 47.961. So anything in the 47s would be really good, I think. Once again, just sliding under acceleration. Just beginning to wonder if a little bit of ballast in here would actually be beneficial. Sure, we'll get settled in. I will be starting my stream half an hour early tomorrow just to get some practice in. Once again, a little bit of a lift through there. See, the Subaru, even on the hard tyres, would be gripping there, and the superior grip would enable you to drive off that corner, whereas this, you've like got to get it rotated before you even start sort of thinking about getting on the power. Let's just experience this little corner one last time. So just through this one is the one that gets me every time. 48.4 for me is the best that I can get, and I think that Wills and Libya both comfortably ahead. So we've got Jack Kobe, Wills Racing, Mad Mikey, me, Libya number 1, and Matt Evo for this one. Good luck, everybody. Let's get into this one, see what we can do. So we've got 15 laps around here, quite a long one, and this is certainly going to be prep for tomorrow. Ollie, good evening. How are you doing, my friend? I'm missing you on track at the moment, my friend. You're keeping busy, and that we haven't frightened you away. Giving Wills and I an opportunity to close the gap to you, my friend. Right, let's go. Let's see what we can do. As I said, I expect I'm going to find the gravel in this one at least once or twice. I think Wills and I certainly know our way around this track now. I don't know how many laps we did earlier on today, but certainly a lot. That is one of the overtaking opportunities if somebody goes wide. And of course this is another one. Oh. Okay, keep going, Pops. Don't wait for me, mate. Keep going. Ooh. Oh, fiddlesticks. Who was that? I didn't see somebody on the inside there. It was very strange. I did check the radar, just didn't see anybody. Hello, Nelson. Something about the loading is bad. If Mikey can catch up with number 1, then I'll drop back and I'll run with Matt. But at the moment I feel obliged to race with Mikey because I inadvertently took him out in that corner. Just didn't see him on the outside. Come on, get round, get round, get round. Is Mikey catching number 1? I'm not quite sure. Oh, Mikey's not going to catch number one out there. He's going to have very dirty tyres now as well. I'm a little bit quiet because Mikey is quick. And he's all over the back of me at the moment. Almost into the gravel there. Let's try and fourth gear through that corner just to see what it would do. Mikey's absolutely glued to the back of me at the minute. I've gone too deep. That is one of the overtaking moves I need to nail tomorrow if the opportunity arises. Mikey giving me good practice there. Very, very spread out this one. Will's ahead of Jack Kobe at the minute. Libya in third, number one in fourth. I'm fifth at the minute. But I'm pretty sure that Mikey's going to have something to say about that in a moment. Trying to close on number one, if at all possible. He's 5.6 down the road at the minute. Oh, I'm in the gravel. I'm doing a Mikey. Just managed to keep two wheels on the grass there, on the track even. .6 to number one. Where's Mikey gone? Matt's in for tyres. Right, let me just where's Mikey? comes. Trouble with this short course, with all the braking, plays havoc with my condition. I'm hoping I'm going to be able to do all 3 races tomorrow. There's a good chance I might only get away with 2. Just trying to cover off that inside line there, because in a race, if you've got somebody tucked up behind you, that is a way through. Gone too wide. Matt, I'm sorry I left you alone on this one, but I took Mad Mikey out and I just owe it to him to race with him. Although I think he's got the better of me. Oh, I'm in the grass again. Anything we can do to close up? Suspect not. Mikey's very quick. One of the things I'm going to have to do tomorrow is really watch that radar. Got it front and centre. No reason why we shouldn't be using it. Really annoyed with myself there. Really annoyed with myself. Nelson there. Loading is bad actually. Waiting so long for the race server to bring Nürburgring. Not quite sure what that is all about, but there we go. Matt Evo, cheers guys. My car was hopping all over the place on both Starlink Wi-Fi tonight, so he pitted. Not a problem. Yeah, Mikey, I'm really sorry. I checked the replay and I just didn't see your car there. Whether the 2 arrows were like so close together when I glanced over, and then I just felt the car and thought, no, there's somebody on the inside. And then I looked and the next thing I saw was you going across the grass. So big sorry. Poor Mikey. If anybody's going to get roughed up in a race, it's always Mikey. Unless, of course, it's ACC, in which case he used to run away. He used to be out front, beating everybody. Mad Mikey was the ACC king. Really, really good. Really good in ACC. Right, okay, we're going to be heading off to Interlagos. I'm absolutely rubbish at Interlagos, but that's where we'll be heading next. So Will's racing with all of his Practice was your winner, a 47.832. Jack Kobe did get the fastest lap of 47.666 in second place, and then Libiath in third with a 48.186. Number one Pops in fourth, Mad Mikey fifth, me sixth, and Matt Evo unfortunately having to bail owing to Wi-Fi issues on the boat in the channel. And Wills Racing, Jack Kobe and Libiath, your 1, 2, 3. I'm hoping that Matt has no repeats of last night. Last night was rather interesting. He said that he was had to take the helm because of a monster, and I thought that they'd landed like a monster fish, like a big shark or something. No, there was like a monster container shippy industrial commercial thingy was bearing down on them. And crikey, I bet that must have been scary. So I'm glad that he did the right thing and bailed out of that one and looked after the crew. So yeah, very, very, not quite what I was thinking. Ah, dear, dear, dear. Mikey, I'm awful anyway in this circuit variation. Too much trail braking. Thanks for racing with me. You know, you're welcome, my friend. I took you out, and it's just the right thing to do. It's just the right thing to do. When I do move and start streaming, I'm going to do some ACC. Looking forward to that. Let me know, and we will definitely start watching. Now, Mikey is in his Audi. He's going to be good around here. I am going to start the race for this one at I'm going to go 25.2 because I want to try and recover some of the time that we've lost. So 3 minutes and we will get running. Matt Evo, I'm itching to race with you all, but we'll be patient and wait till home on my sim rig. Not now. We'll enjoy watching you all. No worry. Oh, the crew watching. Hello, crew. Hope that everybody is well. You're getting a good catch and the weather isn't too bad. I don't know what the weather's like out in the channel at the moment, but no more dodging those big monster ships, my friends. Keep yourselves safe. It's a brilliant job that you do. It's dangerous enough without dodging monster ships. Oh, for anybody that doesn't know, Matt Evo and the crew are on a trawler, a deep sea trawler in the channel. And if any of you are interested in such things, then I think it was Channel 4. Guy Martin, that is, did a series of proper jobs, and Matt features in that because he is the skipper of the trawler that Guy joins. It's going to be a penalty, and it's a good watch, very, very good watch. There we go. Thought it was going to be. Never managed to hook up Interlagos. Always a track that I have struggled with, regardless of what car. So I think we'll bail on that, and we'll just check and see who we've got. So we've got Wills Racing, Ollie, Mad Mikey, me, Libiath, number one Pops. Jack Kobe has just jumped in. So we've got 992s, Mad Mikey's in the Evo, the R8 Evo. Ollie is in the Hurricane. Libiath is in the Citroen. So we've got a good old mix of people in this one. Oh, we just got somebody joining. So I'm going to have a quick drink. I'm not drinking enough at the moment, so I need you guys to nag me to drink. Joe's nagging me all the time. And rightly so. Right. Oh, bing bong. Right, just waiting for Henny, and then we will get going. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to race this one. I'll then race the next brands, and then I'm going to commentate this one because it was a cracking race yesterday, and I'd like to do that again. Just waiting for Henny to join in. So I need Henny to tick in, and then we will get going as soon as Henny has joined us. Libiath just changing car. The 992 is the OP car around here. So we've got Ollie in the Hurricane, Mad Mikey in the R8. They are not in the OP car, but the rest of us are. I do need Libya. Libya, both tyres. Yes, you need to be running the Racing Hard and the Racing Medium tyres in this one. Both tyres for this race. I just need Henny to tick in. So Henny's in. Let's get this one underway. So we've got Jack Kobe, Wills Racing, Ollie, Mad Mikey, me, Libyath, Henny, and number 1. If I'm not last in this one, I will be amazed. Absolutely amazed. I've gone with the Racing Medium tyres because I cannot remember the pit strategy. I think you can go pretty much 3 on the hards and then the rest on the mediums. But hey ho, we will see what people are doing. But yes, you do need to run both the Racing Hard and the Racing Medium tyres. This one is based on the Daily Race C that I think a lot of people are running. There's not many people, I don't think, running in the Daily Race B this week, and I think that is the reason why I am currently sitting so far up the leaderboard as far as fastest laps is concerned. It's not because I'm quick. I think it's more people. Jack Kobe just dropping to the back. Wheels also dropping to the back. Had a bit of a discussion with somebody the other day about Gran Turismo, and the feeling is that sim racing is losing its following at the moment. Now, that was not me. Unfortunately, Mikey dropped that on his own. Yeah, sim racing losing its following a little bit at the moment, and in particular Gran Turismo. I think that's going to stay that way until we get Gran Turismo 8 or LMU. If we can get LMU on the console, I think that will probably change things up a little bit. PMR still lurks. There's talk about PMR really getting their act together, but I think that they've really lost their way, and there's so many of us that invested heavily in PMR and not getting the value. I mean, I invested £100 in it for the full year online stuff and not touched it at all, so that is, in my mind, money wasted. And they were not able to deliver on the Logitech True Force. So as much as I've still got it installed, it's not a program I'm going to very much. I might look at it when True Force is supported, but right now it's all Gran Turismo. And I do hear that there is an arcade version of LMU that is being released. Oh, went too deep there, on the console. So LMU are experimenting with porting some of their stuff to the console. So maybe next year, who knows, we might be looking at LMU on the PS5. That will be something. Or was it iRacing? I think was it iRacing, the iCat? I've got myself confused while I'm racing now. I think LMU was going to come on the console, but what I read is that there's an arcadey version of iRacing that is being released on the console. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see if iRacing came to the PS5. I don't for 1 minute think that it will, but I'd love to think that it might. With all their reporting stuff, that will definitely be something I would be very, very interested in. Somebody's going to correct me if I'm talking completely rubbish here. I hope. Lots of people currently busy with Forza. Yeah, Forza Horizon 6, I don't know, it's not racing for me. Or I don't feel it is. So I've never really been into Forza. A half-second penalty. It was a bit of a silly mistake while I was jibber-jabbering. Jacoby out front, Libyath and then Ollie. Pay that penalty now, which will drop me right the way off the back of the two in front, which is a real shame because we were going reasonably okay. Just 1 second behind Ollie. It's now going to be an awful lot more than that. Probably going to be 2 seconds by the time I get to the top. Ollie dives into the pits, so he will have been on the hard tyres. There we go, lap 3 and in. I did wonder. Thought maybe 3 laps. This is one of those tracks I really need to spend some time on. Well, he says Forza Horizon 6 is pretty fun. I think we're getting spoiled for sim racing or driving programs at the moment. There's a lot out there. I do feel that Gran Turismo is still the king and will probably stay that way for a little while. Very interesting to see what GT8 is like when it comes out. Still no talk about that. Personally, I think they really need to go for a 2027 release to really light things up, especially if there is anything from LMU or even iRacing coming. Brownell, good evening. Never get that corner right. Mikey's in for the hard tyre change. Jacoby out front. Libyath is 3 seconds ahead. Jacoby 8 seconds down the road, if I read that correctly, as I'm going into that corner. 9 seconds down the road. Jacoby is a flying. Oh, just caught the inside of the curb there, sent me around. Thankfully, we managed to just gather that up. But that's put wheels right on the back of me. 1 minute he wasn't there, the next minute he is. Whoa. I've got to reset. It's really not very good at this track at all. Jacoby's in to lose the mediums. So if I'm not dead last after that reset, I'll be absolutely amazed. Jacoby jumps onto the hard tyres. He's actually jumped onto the hard tyres. Is he going on hard to mediums? Hard to mediums. Maybe I'm reading that wrong. It's very early stop to go from mediums to hards. Unless, of course, he's trying to give some of the guys an opportunity to close by jumping onto those tyres. That's gone again. There's a catching that curb through there and the braking. Managed to catch it that time, but don't want to keep doing that. So Kobe will be on the back of me before long. 5 seconds behind. By the time I get to the line, if that's not 3, I'll be amazed. There we go, ticks into the 3s. Probably do with Jack in front of me at the moment to see his lines, especially down through here. Wheels 11 seconds down the road. It shows how much that reset cost me. Where's Kobe? Okay, how about now? There we go. Bear with me a second. It'll be a little bit quiet for the minute. Okay, how's that? Oh, too deep. It's not very easy racing and trying to mess around with the microphone at the same time. Where are we on pits? Let's do one more behind Ollie. These tyres are looking a little bit worn. Everybody's going to be thinking, blimey, Mitch is doing well. If only you knew. Certainly going to fall back behind the two behind me. We'll be back behind Mikey. Gone a little bit long on these tyres. They're certainly not gripping very well at the moment. Slide through there. I'm not quite sure how long this mic is going to hold out as well, because this one was discharged too. After the stream earlier on, I turned the electric off and neglected to charge the mics up. So we'll have to see how he goes. There we go. Now everybody behind breathes a sigh of relief. Good morning, OZ Racing, OZ Racing, Oz Racing. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Or good morning, I should say. You're in Australia. So going to fall right back now. Let's see if I can get... Oh, Henny's in too. And then number one Popston, where number one is looking at the mini map. Looks like I'm going to come out in 6th. So that reset really hurt. 22 behind Mikey. And we're on the harder tyres now. Unless there is a monumental lash up earlier up further ahead, we are going to be bringing this home for 6th. Normally I'd be happy with 6th, but there's only 8 of us in the race. Oh, don't get in the grass. Nearly. Jack Kobe, Ollie and Wills, well done. Ollie jumping in and telling Wills how to do it. Oh dear. 41 seconds. Oh, that's a huge number. A big old number. Big number. Libiath with a 1 second penalty. Drop Libiath behind Mikey. So Mikey gets handed the 4th place. And I like the 911, but I don't think it's good as the rest around and out the corner, says Libiath. I think you're right. The 992 does seem to be the car to use around this track. And we will be doing this one again a little bit later on. Poor Wills had a nightmare of a race yesterday around here and wanted to redo it. And he's had a great race with Jack Kobe. So hopefully that has made up for the disappointment from last night. I don't know how far behind he was, but we will have a very quick look in a moment. So we're going to be heading back to Brands Hatch Indy for the next one. It will be any GR4. So you can run the Elantra if you want to get practice for tomorrow, or if you're running the Daily Race B, then you can jump into your GR4 car of choice. And we're going to be back to 10 laps, not 15 laps for that one. And I'm going to try and get that underway as quick as we can, probably around about 10 past the hour if we can. Right. Your result, Jack Kobe was your winner, a 132.045. Ollie with a 133.292 in second, and Wills Racing in third with a 132.895. There's a few people in the 132s. Mikey got there as well, a 132.761. But Jack Kobe was the fastest lap with that 132.0. Libiath in 5th, dropping back with that 1 second penalty. I got 6th, just ahead of number 1 Pops, and Henny in 8th for that one. Jack Kobe, Ollie and Wills Racing, your 1, 2, 3. Right, let's load up this one here. I'm going to make sure it's 10 laps. It is 10. And I'm going to actually change the weather in this. I'm going to go for something that's a little bit more sort of cloudy and maybe a little bit more in keeping with what it was. I don't know whether misty is the way that we want to go, but let's give this a whirl and see what it will do. Oh, Mad Mikey threw his race on the second corner. Unfortunately, I saw you do that right in front of me. You did that on camera in the most spectacular of fashions. Cold tyres coming out of that one, and Jack Kobe's always fastest lap. I know it's tiresome, it is tiresome, but there we go. William also forgot about the cold tyres, and I just straddled the curb too much and Carl was jumping all over the place. Number 1 Pops Chisel, can do no more. Interlagos, hate that track. Oh, you're going to do the Indy, do the Brands Hatch Indy, Pops? I must admit, the Interlagos I struggle with. I might have to do Interlagos for the next one, or open it up as public. I'm not quite sure. I might actually open up a public one for the last Interlagos race. I'm going to start this one at 10 past the hour. And if we've only got a few people, then I may well open it up as public. Do we want to do this one as public as well? What do we want? Do we want to do this one public too? Now, obviously, we've got our Elantra one. That was the main one. I wanted to get the Elantra race done before anything else. But let me know in the chat if you want to go public. I will leave it up to you guys. We've only got Wills, Ollie, Mikey, Libiath, Jack Kobe and myself. So Wills is easy. I'm thinking might go public, you know. Libiath is yeah. I think Jack Kobe is a yes. If I get one more, I'll probably do it. Ollie and Wills, Wills is easy. What do you feel, Ollie? Should we go public? If Ollie's gone, yeah. Okay, let's come out of here then. I'm going to quit that. We'll set this one back up and we'll set it up as a public lobby, and we'll do the second one as a public one too, which will test me for the commentary because I'll have a whole load of different names to try and manage. But yeah, this will be an interesting one. So elbows out in this one, guys. Let's just load up the settings. That one is the one that I want, and we'll go public, practice some race. 10. I'm going to change that weather again just to make it a little bit different. That will do. Let's create the room. Libiath, public, he says. I'm tired of getting beaten by the PSR lot. Oh, I like that. Oh, yeah, let's get somebody in here to challenge Mr. Kobe, shall we? Let's see what happens in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start this one at 1:15. So this race is going to be starting at 1:15 now, just to give a few people an opportunity to find us. Whether they will or not, who knows? Who knows? We got Mad Mikey, Libiath, Jack Kobe, Wills, Ollie, me and Billo. So we've already got a few people that are jumping in the room, which is good news. And we will go at 1:15. Whew. I'm going to spectate for the moment and just rest my back for a minute or two. Who have we got in the room that we don't normally see? Let's have a little look. Ollie, Wills, Mad Mikey, me, Libiath. Oh, Billo's not in. Just on board with Mad Mikey at the moment. What is Mikey doing in the Porsche? Why is he not in the Audi TT? Has he gone completely mad? Has he gone mad? He's in the Scooby. Libiath in the Megane. Ollie's gone for the Elantra, so Ollie will be practicing for tomorrow. We did a practice earlier on. It's going to be very, very interesting to see how he does against the four-wheel drive cars. We will see. Mad Mikey better. No, you should. What's he in? What's he in? What's he in? Yes, of course. There we go. I can't get used to Mikey in anything other than a Revolut Audi. He's great in those Audis. Really, really good. When he's not spinning, I guess you could say. Right, so who have we got? I think everybody is PSR, so that was a bit of a waste of time. Bello has not joined in yet. Cosmo Rapido 5 joined and left. And yeah, that's not quite worked, has it? That hasn't quite worked. But there we go. We will see what happens. We've got 5 minutes to run. Billo just sitting there at the moment. Of course, we could get a few people jumping in right at the last minute. We will see. Wills in the green Renault. the aluminium Renault livery car. I saw a lot of that this morning, both in my rear view mirror and in front. Oh, don't know where Ollie was going there. Looks like he whacked the barrier on the edge of the pits there. But that's Elantra, very, very difficult to handle around here. And Mikey in the Audi. He really knows how to turn those Audis on, both the R8 and the TT. He's always going to be there or thereabouts in those cars, and did well in this yesterday, if I'm not mistaken, in the Audi TT. So hopefully he will be doing well. Libyath in the bright yellow Subaru. It was interesting earlier on today, the first race, I had a guy, can't remember who he's, Jason or something like that, who was in a yellow Subaru, and Wheels was in the yellow Subaru as well. And I was like watching, I could see a yellow Subaru coming up behind me. It's like, is this Jason I need to defend from, or is this Wheels I need to let through and then race with? And then Jason, Wheels changed his livery, which made life just a little bit easier. Oh, that's a lovely livery. The Adrian Flux livery with Jason Plato's name in the back. That's Jack Kobe's car. Adrian Flux insurance company that I've used in the past. And very, very good. If you've got modified cars, they are really, really good. Keep meaning to reach out to them and just see if there's any opportunities. Farnell Wheels is glitching around a little bit again. Wheels struggling with his internet at the moment a little bit. Hopefully it will settle down for tomorrow. Right, so Billo is in the pits at the moment. I am too. Wheels, oh, this is looking a bit depressing. We've got 3 minutes to run, and we've just got Jack Kobe, Wheels, Ollie, Mad Mikey, myself, Libyath and Billo. People do often say shut the room down, open it up again. I'm not going to worry about that. It is what it is tonight. We will see how things go. Got quite a few people signing up for PSR at the moment, but not coming out on track. I think sometimes people see how quick we are and then get frightened away. But I really wish that people didn't do that, because come and race with us, they will get quicker. And there's also, you know, a few of the slower racers as well that will want some competition. So there is room for everybody at PSR. At the moment, we're just sitting over the Palmer Sport sign and just waiting for the clock to tick down. Ooh, let's just go out on track for a quick moment. Completely different to racing. Oh, we've lost William now. Where's Wheels gone? Has he gone for a reboot or something? Greg, good evening, my friend. How are you doing? What have you been up to this evening? Yeah, Wheels is back in. Cool beans. Went out for a curry. Very nice. Right, let me just see where we are on this one. Okay, so we've got Jack Kobe, Wheels, Ollie, Mad Mikey, me, Libyath and Bilo. Those are the only people. And let's get this one underway and we'll see how we go. So just 10 laps around here for this one. And then we'll jump into the Interlagos for the final race. Right. Oh, I hope you had a nice time, Greg. It's nice when it's on Gr.x. Oh, you're still spending your Gr.x winnings, my friend. Gr.x must hate you. Right, we are off the back. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Starting right at the back on this one. Right, let's go. Let's see what we can do. Oh, Wills, you are glitching badly, my friend. You'll be able to see that on my screen. Oh, Billow is off. I want Jack to go through because I want to try and learn his lines. Ugh. Where are the other guys? So Jack is 8.5 down the road. Now 9, and Jack is trying to get on the back of Ollie and Mikey. Down in the 149s, these are slow laps for me. Jackson on 48.0, can he make it a 47? Punching a nice 47 there. It's out front, still going away. Jack's nearly 11 seconds now. Must be nearly up with the leaders. Leaders 12.2. I think Jack is about 1 second off of the leaders already. Deep into there. Right, there's no way I'm going to get anywhere close to the leaders, so what I'm going to do, I'll wait for Wheels and Libiath to close up a little bit. I don't know why Wheels is glitching like this. I'm interested because when we were racing earlier on in the daily races, he wasn't glitching around at all. Whoa. Interesting. Keep going, Wheels. Don't wait for me. Wow, what a race out front. And a bit of a difficult one behind. Oh yeah, I don't quite know why that's happening, because I was racing with Wheels this morning and things were really smooth as silk. Really, really good racing. And tonight, just dropped back there and Wheels, you were glitching around all over the place, I think. Libiath prefers the Elantra on there. Will's not happy with his Wi-Fi. I don't understand what I don't know that it's your Wi-Fi, because it's fine. It was fine this morning, unless you've got something that comes on in the evening. Like, is there somebody else that's streaming, maybe streaming movies or something? I'm not quite sure. That could be something. And Jack complimenting Mikey being quick in the Audi TT. Right, the result, Jack Kobe, a 48.017, fastest lap in the win. Getting tired of that now. Mikey in second, just 0.203 behind. Really close with Mad Mikey for second. Sorry about coughing. And Ollie in third with a 48.625. I got fourth, Will's fifth, Libya sixth, and Bilo decided to bail on us. Right, let's just load up the Interlagos one last time. And, oh, am I still on public? I think I am. I'll tell you what, Jack, we all take it as a big, big compliment when you compliment us. We really do. Right, so I think it should be public. I hope it's public. Yamaman is in, so it looks like it is. And I will be commentating on this one. I've done so much racing today. Jack's going to do a 2-stop in this race and see what happens. And I am going to be so I'm going to commentate this one. So we'll see who we get in here. We got Jack, Kobe, Wills, Ollie, Mab, Mikey, Libiath, and Yamaman. Let's see if we can get a few more people in. And I am going to start this race at 5. I'm going to start it at 10 past. So that gives people a nice 10 minutes to get their laps in. So it's 12 minutes and then we will be running. And that gives people 12 minutes to find us as well. Yeah, we'll give that one a whirl. And for those of you that need any help, well, this is the guy that you want to be watching because he is on it around here. Mikey, 10 past. 10 past what? Oh, hang on a minute. I've got... Forget that. I've read that completely wrong. This is where my head goes wrong. Race is starting at X. It's half past, so we're going to go 22. Oh, my brain. Struggling. Mikey, thank you. Thank you for picking me up on that. You know, I read that as 58, not 29. This is why I'm not racing this one. I know I'd start to realise when I have had enough. And right now, my head is saying, you've done enough racing today. Right. See what I'm going to do. I'm going to go on the other view. I tend to find this view is so much easier when you're following somebody around. I know that the bonnet cam or the roof cam, whatever they want to call it, is a good one. But I like being able to see the radar and all the other information and just having the gears a little bit higher. So we're just on board with Jack Kobe at the moment, and as I said, we'll be going at 22 the hour, so 10 minutes. It's a good job Mikey's got my back. Mind you, all the PSR guys know what I'm like. Also first gear and then second up the hill. So Jack Kobe, like a lot of the top split racers, using first gear in ways that I don't. A lot of them use first gear for rotation. It's something I need to learn to do a little bit more. Oh wow, I brake on the 100 there. He's braking on the 50. Look at that. First up to second through there, then up to third. I'm just like second and third. This is why I lose so much time to these really quick races, and I just need to try a little bit harder. So second there and just getting that boost of power, getting the throttle down on the apexes to be able to carry as much power down the straights is all important. Again, first gear for rotation, just holding that first gear, second marginally, and then first through there. I'm doing second gear in there. It's amazing when you watch these quick guys, the gears that they use. I'm going to have a look at wheels in a moment. Wheels and Ollie both equally quick. Mad Mikey's. In fact, we've got a lot of really quick people in here tonight. So Jack's going to come up to finish that particular lap. We just go on board with Wills. Where is Wills? He's halfway round the track at the moment. Let's see what gears Wills is using. Coming down into this one. And braking a lot later than I do. Again, first gear through here, then up to second, down to first. So pretty much doing exactly what Jack is doing. Again, first through there. So again, Wills is using first gear. Libyath has just done a nice lap too. Ollie's in the pits. Let's have a look at Mikey. Now Mikey's in the Audi TT. Great car this. Let's see what gears Mikey is using. So coming down into the first corner. Braking on around about the 50. Again, Mikey using first gear. All these top racers. Ugh. Okay, we're on board with Mikey and he's done the curb job again, unfortunately. Okay, we jump on board with Ollie for this one. Let's see how Ollie goes. Now, will Ollie use first gear as well? Curbs again, says Mikey. Yeah, I know, the curbs are horrible around here. They really, really are. So coming into this one. Ollie's staying in second for that one. Oh, it's not you. You're in the pits. So Iron Aco. Seriously, my brain is fried now today. For those of you that are watching and don't know, I have a medical condition at the moment that we're still trying to sort out. And when I get like this, and I get like all these like black spidery webs in across my eyes and things, and my brain just doesn't register things quickly enough. It's not good. Oh, Ian Aco off on that one. So I don't know what DR Ian Aco is, but again, like me, using second gear through a lot of these corners rather than Jack Kobe, Wills and the other guys using second gear through a lot of the using first gear through a lot of the corners for the rotation. And you'll also notice the difference is he's getting through the corner and then onto the power much later after he's gone through the corner, whereas Wills and the other guys that we were watching were getting on the power on the apex. What's Libyath going to do through here? Again, first gear from Libyath. Libyath is quick too. Second gear, as did Jack, up into third for traction. Libyath putting in a great time at 134.8. Jack Kobe a 131.8, which is blisteringly quick. Second gear through there. Oh, we got a car just gathering itself up off that corner. 4 minutes and we're going racing, guys. third gear through here. So, does Libiath use first through here? Yeah, of course he is. Look, here we go. First gear. A little dab of second, then down at first. Exactly the same as Jacoby and William. This is how to race proper. This is why I always say, you know, for those of you that are joining us and are trying to learn, don't necessarily watch my replays because I do things wrong. You need to be looking at Jacoby, Wills, Greg, Dan, Ollie, Mad Mikey, all of these guys, Libiath included in this one, to see exactly the gears and how they're going about the race. So all of those guys setting the top times at the moment, all using first gear in places where I don't. And that tends to be the difference. Ollie's still in the pits at the moment. He doesn't want to give his secrets away. But yeah, I do a lot of this. I do a lot of watching, in particular when it's a daily race or a serious race. I do a lot of watching. Where is Kobe going? What's he doing? Yeah, I do a lot of watching these guys to see how they do. I think Kobe's just enjoying himself at the moment. Right, we are going to be going racing in just a few minutes. Unfortunately, I don't think we're attracting many new people. We've got Jacoby, Wills, Ollie, Mad Mikey, Libiath, Yamaman, Iron Aso, and I am going to be watching. So I'm just going to do a call for tyres. And also just remind people that racing hard and racing mediums will be required for this one. It is racing hard and racing mediums, isn't it? Just do a double check even. So racing hards and racing mediums. Ian Aiko, what's the setup of Jacoby's car? There is no setup, my friend. He's just very, very, very quick. Right, okay, it is coming up for time. So, Jacoby, Wills, Ollie, Mad Mikey, Libiath, Yamaman, and Iron Aso. Right, should we do it? Should we race this one? I shouldn't. I'm going to rue that. I know I shouldn't do this. But I'm going to give it a go. I was going to commentate. I'm going to run it. See if I can put into practice what I've just been seeing on track. So it's going to be Jacoby, Wills, Ollie, Mad Mikey, me, Libiath, Yamaman, and Iron Aso, and we'll see how we go. Let's go. Whoa. Hopefully I'll be able to get through this one. If it goes really bad, I will stop. I will stop if it gets too much. Starting off on the hards this time. So Jack Kobe's going to do a 2-stop around here. Oh my gosh, pretty wide down into this corner down here. That's going to be iffy. There'll be that on the inside of me here. Ooh. Oh, Wills, you are glitching like crackers. Oh. Kobe in. How on earth that wasn't a penalty, I do not know. Whoa, see, as soon as I go into first gear, I drop it. This is why I very often avoid first gear. That's learning how to race properly using that first gear. Was I just up and on the curb maybe, I don't know. Just putting a wheel on that Astro again. Right, first gear through this corner. Through this one also. Burst into this one too. On the mediums, don't need to fuel. All right, come on, guys. Let's go. Oh, it's slipping down the order already. So we're back behind just about everybody. I don't know where Yamaman is, but I think we are well and truly out of this one. Out of these guys racing out of my league. If they were Premiership, I think I'd be League 3. Once again, I just felt the back of the car stepping out there with that first gear. A little flash of the yellow flag there. Not sure what that was for, but Mikey's in the pits. How long is he going to be in the pits for, though? Really not long enough. Wheels is 17 seconds down the road. I wonder if that was misinformation, because I thought he said that Mikey was in the pits, but Wheels is 17. I'm confused. First gear. Well, he's in the pits for his tyres. I'm a million miles away from the pits. He'll be out and gone before I get anywhere close. It shows how slow I am around here. On go the mediums for Ollie. He's out 16 seconds down the road. Was the yellow flag up? What happened to Ollie? Did he get a reset there? Is that cold tyres, I wonder? Right, first. First into this one too. Out in second. It's Jack Kobe in for his second stop. He's now going on to the intermediate tyres. Ah, Ollie waited. Thank you, mate. Oh, too deep into there. That's respectful of Ollie. I feel bad for running away now, but he's right behind me. He's catching me anyway. Kobe just in front. But Jack will run away. Although I don't know what tyres he's on. He could be on the hards. He's right with me already. Maybe Ath is in to lose the mediums, sorry, to lose the hards. I'm trying to push that braking point to where the other guys were braking and really struggling with it. Braking just a little bit too late now. Hopefully that was all right on Ollie there. It's unusual. Picked up the inside of the curb there. Never experienced that before. I do feel like I'm slowing Ollie up at the moment. Trying to use Ollie to get on the back of Libyath at the moment. Oh, sorry, Ollie. So hard I'm trying. Bumping in through that corner. Got back a bit too much now. Oh, it's so fast through there. Bulldozer, good evening. Thanks for popping in and saying hello. Unfortunately, I've got my hands a bit full here at the moment. Just trying to stay with Ollie and Libya. So I'm trying to punch above my weight here at the minute. I thought Ollie was going for a move on Libya there. Still going away from me. Well, thank you. Watching you sometimes. So time to sub. Thank you so much, my friend. I appreciate that. I really appreciate that. I really appreciate all of you that sub to my channel and support me in one way or the other, especially those of you that take the time to commentate in the live streams. Obviously all the guys that race with me as well. Looks like Ollie's getting away from me at the moment. Ollie and Libya locked together. Any normal race they would be slowing each other down, but because they know each other and they know that they can race hard and close, there's no real fighting going on. Just very, very fast. Not really slowing each other down, I don't think. Struggling to stay with them at the minute. Oh, jumped across the inside of that corner a bit too much there. 1.1 I could really do with being a bit closer for a slipstream here. 11 of 15. Mad Mikey Wills and Jack Hobie up front. Once again, the two guys in front gapping me through that first corner. It really is not my finest. Oh, we caught the inside of that curb there. That's it. No way I'm going to stay with them now. Hard as we might try. Lost a whole second with that slide. Really pushing that corner now. Still the guys go away from me. 2.3. I'm off. And around. Oh, binned it. Oh. No. A moment's Mad Mikey way out front. Wheels in second. And that was trying to stay with with Ollie and Libiath, but they're just not in my league, and I was punching above my weight for quite a while there. But, I think this was just one too many. We'll bring it home. We're not going to give in. Fortunately, we've got quite a few people joining at the moment, but this is the last one. So Jack's a 1:31.5. My best time a 1:33.7. So giving 2 seconds a lap away to Jack. And he just struggled on that last lap there. 1:43. I was quite happy with the 1:33s. To lose 10 seconds there. I'd have still been 3 seconds off the two guys ahead of me. Oh no. We have done a lot of racing today. Bulldog is from where? Austria, Vienna. Oh, beautiful country. I really want to go to. Vienna is one of the countries on my wish list. Joe and I have got several European countries that we want to visit, and Vienna is very, very much on the list. Okay, last lap. 44 seconds off of Mad Mikey is insane how slow we are. Jack Kobe's done a double pit stop. He's still way, way, way ahead. Where's Matt Evo? Hulky, Borky, Vic, #1 when I need them, and a number of others. All my pals have left me to race with the aliens. All the super fast guys in tonight. Feel ever so slightly out of my league. Mad Mikey taking the win. Well done, my friend. About time you had some luck. He's in his R8. He's at home. He's happy. Oh, least said about my performance there, the better. Really, really, really grotty. But like I said, probably one too many. Oh, Jack Kobe got a 2 second at the end there. Mikey chuffed he stayed ahead of Wheels, although he still needed to pit. And William just saying, well done to Mikey, that was some consistent laps. And Libiath, those two randoms at the beginning. Yeah, this is the problem when we go public, guys, is, you know, I work very hard when people join us to make sure that they know that we race differently. And I try and set some expectations. A lot of you think that people just dive in and just race, but I do try and just let people know what we're doing. But when we do the public races, there is no prep. they're just straight in and boom. But there we go. Mikey, my best lap times there. You really pushed me to do it, he says. And Ollie just saying, well done to Libiath as well. Ollie, I watched one of the fandoms to try to murder Will, failed, so I punted him off. Oh dear. Yeah. Everybody seems to be attacking Wills today. I killed somebody in a daily race today because of attacking Wills. I think he's got some, he must have a badge on his back saying, please take me out or something. Not for a drink or for a meal, but punt him off. Mad Mikey was your winner, a 132.250 and the win. Will's in second with a 132.336. Jack Kobe with a 2-second penalty at the air, a 131.565 and the fastest lap. He didn't know why he got the 2-second, but might have to look at the replay later on and see. Libiath in fourth, Ollie fifth, I got sixth, and then obviously last, Yamaman and Iron Echo both leaving. Right, guys, I am afraid that is me done for this evening. Tomorrow night, I'm hoping to be streaming from about 8:30. I'll be joining Hulky's room for a half-hour practice, and then we will be running the BTCC tomorrow. So no randomized lobbies for me, or any hosting of lobbies for me tomorrow, because we will be getting into those races. Will I be able to do some more daily races tomorrow? I'm not quite sure. It will depend on how work goes. For those of you that are interested, my A ranking is coming up quite nicely, but that is purely because of the daily races this week. I've gone up about 3,500 points today and 1,500 yesterday, so about 4,500 over the 2 days. Whether I'm going to be able to build on that tomorrow, I don't know. If I can, I will let you guys know as soon as I can. In the meantime, have yourselves a great morning, evening, night, afternoon, whatever you're doing. Have a great one, and I will see you on another stream. Thank you ever so much for everybody that has subscribed, especially Bulldozer, and for everybody that has watched, and of course everybody that's raced this evening and that can make that possible and the streams possible. I couldn't do this without all of you guys. Look after yourselves. Bye bye.